We are now moving into chapter 3 about probability distribution and probability density. In fact, we will be dealing with probability distribution and probability density from chapter 3 onwards until the last chapter. To start with, you need to know what is actually a probability distribution. In chapter 1, we have learned about frequency distribution. A frequency distribution, it is a table that lists all the possible values of the variable along with the corresponding frequency. Similarly, the probability distribution, it is a table that lists all the possible values of the variable together with its corresponding probabilities. These probabilities, if they are not given to you, you can obtain from the frequencies. You can calculate the relative frequency, which is the frequency divided by the total frequency to get the probability. Now, the notation related to the probability distribution. The variable is normally represented by capital letter alphabet, for example, capital letter X. And then the small letter alphabet will represent the values that the variable take. You may use any other alphabet other than X. You can use Y, you can use W, but of all the alphabets, you try to avoid to use Z. This is because Z is reserved for a special probability distribution that you are going to learn in the last chapter later. Back to the probability distribution, a probability distribution can take different form. It can be presented in table form, graphical form, or formula form. Here we see that regardless which form it takes, this probability distribution, it will list all the possible values of X, and it will give the corresponding probabilities. The most commonly form that you will encounter in our course is the table form and formula form. Probability distribution in formula form is also called a probability density function, or in short, PDF. In general, probability distribution can be divided into two types: the discrete probability distribution and the continuous probability distribution. We are going to study in detail each of these types next.